Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown.
People still filling the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to make magic with his feet. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Gonna run it. It's Finley. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now...
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Best. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send out this offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up the few on the run. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Now on the option. Got the first down and more. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense set on 1st down. On the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Quarterback extends the play. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Sends it back in motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I-4
goes toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying the left side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Best. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Finley. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 45 on his way. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Try to clear the picture. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Offense in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the ground with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Finley. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Going right to work up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Turning it up. Continues to fight for yards. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nix. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. This guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Motion from the back. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. They try to get it outside on the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Gets the back moving. And they'll knock him down. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send that offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only get...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, USC! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. They get him up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Open space at the 25. Oh, he found a space on the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive. He takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third-and-long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. How about this confidence in the running game? And he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Quick toss. tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. The option look. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Another 4th down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
USC 59, Arkansas 20.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now they'll run the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down the throat on 2nd?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
On the option. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Rides the back on the option, the give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards, he gets it down to the 20. Defense showing blitz, will they bail out of it? He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Here comes the option. Bust through behind his pad. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on the option. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
USC 59, Arkansas 28.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Higgins. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right side. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.